Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome back to the news. Yes, before the swearing in of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a lot of allegations were flying around on social media on Tinubu being a convicted drug peddler who had to make, a forfeiture of about 460,000, dollars to the US government, to the United States of America on the conviction of drug-related charges and had to escape persecution. He had to escape prison through a plea bargain. Now, the questions on everyone's mind then was, will President Buhari hand over power to a drug dealer in 2023? These were the questions on everybody's minds. Nigerians were asking these questions. Will the former President Muhammad Buhari really hand over to a drug dealer as the president in 2023? Because then Tinubu was campaigning under the party All Progressive Congress, under the ruling All Progressive Congress. And we know that at some point, Tinubu had a higher chance of emerging the winner of the elections, being that he was campaigning under the ruling All Progressive Congress. So he has a higher chance. And then the former president Muhammad Buhari supported him. So people were asking a lot of questions. Will President Buhari hand over power to a drug dealer? Will he hand over power to a criminal, someone that was convicted of a drug dealing case? So, guys, my country people, at the end of the day, President Muhammad Buhari did hand over power to Tinubu. Now we have Atiku Abubakar P2B in their petitions, especially that of Atiku Abubakar. He made it known that Tinubu is a drug dealer and as such shouldn't have even contested for any elections in the first place, not to talk of running for presidency. There were a lot of stories surrounding that. So, however, Mr. Shegun have given his own options that if we Nigerians don't take action today, then more criminals will come up in 2027 to contest for elections. Guys, this is coming from Mr. Shegun. This is a very interesting, statement. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you, my wonderful people. While Shegun Sowemi was talking with the media, he said that Nigerian politicians should be well screened before allowed to contest for elections in Nigeria. This is to avoid electing criminals as leaders in Nigeria. He also said that the country has to act, fast to avoid criminals being in charge of the affairs of this nation. And in his words, he said, we have to take actions to stop all these things going on in Nigeria today. And if we don't take actions today, then more criminals will come up in 2027 to contest for elections in Nigeria. We have to fight against this. We have to take actions and stop them at all costs. Shegun Sowemi said that criminals are now occupying, important offices in Nigeria, and that has to stop. If they are not stopped today, then it will give opportunities for more criminals to contest for electoral positions in Nigeria. And if they get elected as leaders in this country, then it will be doom for all. Guys, this is really serious, my country people. What are your thoughts concerning this? This is what we are seeing in this country. Many have alleged. What do you expect when we have the head of the drug dealer to rule the country? When we have someone who is a Boko Haram leader to rule the country, someone who sponsors terrorists and all to rule the country, what do you expect? And yes, so many allegations have been going around that Tinubu is a drug peddler and also an electoral criminal. Yes, in fact, many have said he is the father of all criminals, being that Tinubu was linked to drug trafficking case. Even his running mate, Kasim Shettima, who is now the vice president, is also linked to being a Boko Haram leader. So all these things are just surrounding President Tinubu, and people are taking note. That is why in one of Atiku's petition, he petitioned Tinubu, before now, that Tinubu wouldn't have even contested. He shouldn't have contested. He should have been disqualified from contesting the election in the first place, since he has been linked to a drug trafficking case, and a criminal, someone that has been convicted, in the United States as a criminal, shouldn't have even in any way involved himself in the electoral process of this country. He shouldn't have even run for any elective position in this country, because it is against our constitution. It is against our constitution. So it is really unconstitutional that Tinubu ran for an elective position in this country, which is, really serious. And there is an undeniable fact. The fact that, yes, Tinubu is a drug boss. Tinubu is the leader of a drug cartel. Tinubu was found wanting, and rather than face the charges of money laundering for being a drug cartel leader, Tinubu had to enter into a plea agreement with the US federal government to forfeit $460,000, of the drug money to the US government. So guys, these are undeniable facts. The evidences are there. They are there, and they brought it out some time when, during the campaigns, when we were seeing evidences of Tinubu's drug dealing cases in Chicago. All of them were just coming out, and then we were wondering, oh, so Tinubu was convicted of being a drug peddler in the US, and he's coming out to contest. Those were really going around the internet. It spread like wildfire, and then people were reacting, oh, we cannot have a man like Tinubu to rule us. But at the end of the day, my country people, now Tinubu still become the president of this country, because he already talk and say Emilo Kon, it is his turn to rule. He made it quite clear to Nigerians that it is his turn to rule. So it doesn't matter what people say against him. He is out to become the president of this country. And he did it. He emerged as the president. People don't just say, yes, he rigged the elections. INEC rigged the elections in his favor. But last, my country people, we still dey talk one thing. Emiloko. Tinubu has become the president of this country. Now that people are going around saying no courts can remove him, this is to show that, yes, Tinubu indeed, is, how will I put it, is now like a god, since no court or in this country can remove him from the position that he is. However, Nigerians have reacted to this. When you allow the head of drug dealers to rule this country, what do you expect? Tinubu is a drug peddler and an electoral criminal as one of them. Now, you are correct, but a corrupt leader cannot do that. That is why the judiciary have to screen them very well to set Nigeria free from bondage. Well, what do you have to gain? This is well spoken, but I think the judiciary is the problem of Nigeria, because they are the ones supporting these criminals. Well, this is true. As broad daylight, this is true. And Asari Dokubo goes to the Aso Rock, is also one of them. So my country people, these are reactions from Nigerians. So guys, I'm dropping here. What are your thoughts concerning this? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.